Okay.
And we are live once again. Yes, sir. Welcome to episode 17. Can you believe that, Carlos? We're now at episode 17, dude.
Wow.
We
Yep.
done 16 interviews.
Yeah.
And now we about to hit number 17.
Well, 15. Well, 15 interviews
Oh
plus
my
our
gosh.
rants.
Here we go again. Here we go being super technical. This dude always super technical. Technically 15. Nah. Well, going forward, you never know when we're going to do a random episode. So you got to make sure you subscribe and have that bell icon clicked so you'll know when we're going live.
Yes.
Um, Carlos is super excited by the growth of the show. Um, Not saying I'm not. I've spoke on it before, but Carlos is so excited that his face is turning pink.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
No,
But
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just. I gotta troll you, man. You're my co-host.
Yeah.
You're my co-host. But yeah, we're super excited. We are growing. Our Instagram page is growing. The more we grow and expand, the more people will see our athletes that come on here. And as you know, we always have the best of the best on the Be Ready Sports podcast. And just like our slogan, to be ready, you what, Carlos?
Stay ready.
Stay ready. Y'all like how he just growls with it? Stay ready. He just growls with it. Stay ready.
Yeah.
So Carlos,
Yes.
what you got to say? I know you want to throw pie in my face and rub it in after that butt whooping that the Timberwolves put on OKC last night. Go ahead, let's hear it. Let's hear
Yeah.
it. Let's
Yeah.
hear
When I
it.
yeah when I saw the T Wolves dominate the Thunder. Yep. And I automatically thought of Coach T. Yep. Okay. See. Finally getting humbled. They're finally getting humbled. They're they're up 2-1, but series not over yet. It's not
Nah,
over yet.
it's far from over. You wouldn't
Oh,
be
it's
good if you
not.
wouldn't have made it to the conference finals, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not over yet. And the T Wolves, they got something up their sleeve.
Okay. Well, one subject that we haven't discussed a lot on this show is baseball.
Oh yes.
Um, we got to talk about the Yankees. Man, they are without a doubt. I'm going to set history this year if they continue the path that they're on for the most runs scored by a team in a season.
Wow.
These dudes are just racking up runs like it was just like it's easy.
Hmm?
Yesterday they beat the I think believe it was the Colorado Rockies 13-1.
All right. The Rockies.
13 to what do you got to say about the Yankees um putting up 13 runs on them?
Well, they are playing against the worst team in the MLB, the Rockies. They only have 9 wins right now. They only got 9 wins, 43 losses. Yeah, they are doing horribly bad right now. But you're supposed to do that to bad teams. 13-1, like it might be a little bit outrageous, but if you're the Yankees, like a top franchise in the MLB. You got to do that to these small franchises like the Colorado Rockies.
See, our guest when he gets on, he's gonna come at you for that comment.
Yeah.
Like, don't be trying to downplay their accomplishment, man. Oh, you
But
see, you
don't.
like how he just threw it out there? The worst team in the league. So what?
But
They
yeah,
put up 13 runs. That's impressive.
yeah,
And
it
only gave
is.
up
It
one.
is. It, yeah, it is. 13 runs is crazy in baseball. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Whew. So they're they are setting. So if they, like I said, if they keep on pace, they're going to set the record this year for the most runs by a team for the season. Like they are literally. But I'm looking forward to the Yankees Dodgers match, and
Yeah.
when that rematch happens, I might have to bring our guest on back on so we can go head to head on that matchup.
Hmm. The
He does,
rematch.
he doesn't know I'm from LA.
Oh yeah. Now he knows.
Go Dod I bleed Dodger blue. So he's going to stir fry me when he comes on here because I hit him with that surprise just now. He just found out just now.
Yep.
And we
He
just
just
had an hour talk before the show.
he just found out.
He's oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. How dare you? You're supposed to be the Yankees, man. What's wrong with you? You're a coach. You're supposed to know better. Nah. But yeah, baseball's in full swing as you guys all know.
Yep.
Um regardless of what everybody say, this is America's game. I know.
Hmm.
I know. The
Well,
casuals will say, "Oh, it's American football," and blah 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 blah. It's always has and always been baseball. That's been the backbone of the United States. Baseball. Always have and always will be. Just because you casuals don't watch, don't mean it's not America's sport. It is. Right, Carlos?
um, I'm a little bit of a young person. Like in my opinion, you know, obviously baseball needs to be talked about more, like hockey, like that. But yeah, I agree that like many people are gonna say American football. That's the America sport. America's team, the Cowboys, they play football. So yeah, yeah, we'll talk about
That team
that
doesn't get mentioned on this show.
Cowboys.
Yeah, they're a disgrace to Major League Sports. All of them.
Yeah, yeah, those
Unless
fans.
you're talking about how to certified choke your season away, then you can talk about them.
Yeah,
They are the equivalent of the Clippers in basketball.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And the Dodgers used to do that for a while too until last year
Yeah, they
when
won it.
they finally decided not to choke away a series and win the World Series.
Yeah.
So and gave Magic Johnson his 15th championship
Yeah.
that our guests cannot figure out.
Yeah, they can never guess it. As a player and as an executive. An executive's like an owner, like a part owner, like they earn rings too as an executive.
Right, right, right. But we're going to bring you a lot of experience, a lot of talent coming on this show. This guest has the most accomplishments of any guest that we have brought on here. And I'm just going to summarize a little bit of our guest's accomplishments before Mr. Carlos brings them on because this guest deserves a royal entrance.
A royal entrance.
Yeah, he deserves a royal entrance. He deserves a red carpet. He deserves to be carried into the arena
Carried.
and and have 50 50 maids wait on him hand and foot until he steps on the mound.
Wow.
This our guest is a USSSA. That's a lot of S's.
Yeah, triple say. Yeah.
Um, Triple SA, a player of the game multiple times. He's a baseball tournament MVP, um, a winner at the Panama City Baseball League. He's a 2D Sports All Star selection multiple times. Um, he currently plays. He had his travel team played in the Ripken Games at the Pigeon Forge last year in the summer of 2024, and he pitched a perfect game at the All State Games, and he was invited there multiple times.
Wow. That's
This
a,
guy is an all around athlete. Not only does he play baseball, he plays football too, where he also plays multiple positions.
mhm.
On the diamond, he plays every position except first base. Football, he plays quarterback, wide receiver, running back, outside linebacker. So this guy is a legit athlete. And guess what he does in the summer just to keep in shape?
What does he do?
He joins a swim team
Wow.
to stay in shape. This guy is phenomenal. It is an honor to have him on the show. And when you meet him, you guys are going to fall in love with him.
Yeah.
So without further ado, Carlos, let's bring this outstanding guest onto the show.
Yeah. Unheard of swim team in the summer just to keep in shape. Like that's
Focus, Carlos. Focus,
unheard of.
focus, focus,
Okay.
focus.
Okay. That was just a little comment. Okay.
Let's bring him
But
on.
today's guest is a class of 2032 fifth grade triple threat athlete. He is an all around position flex player that plays the game full speed and the right way. He's a great teammate, loves to learn, and is a team leader. This athlete is from Stonewall, Louisiana. So now, please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Jayce Spears.
Thanks for having,
Welcome to the show, Jace.
thanks for having me.
Of course, we didn't have we. Of course, we weren't going to tell you how we were going to bring you on the show. It had to be a surprise.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, Jace. It's an honor. It's an honor to meet you and have you on here. Um, Carlos was just telling me how impressed he was that you do the swim team, that you join the swim team in the summer just to stay in shape. Man, that is like the one and only next level um, greatness right there. To that's equivalent of Kobe going overseas to train to get better in his sport when he was a young kid. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we are honored to have you on. And Jace, tell everyone. Well, I know I kind of ran off a lot of your accomplishments already, but Jace, tell the audience a little bit about you.
uh, um, I'm 11 years old. I play baseball, football. I have went to a lot of all stars in baseball, and I have won a lot of MVPs. I went to a lot of places to play baseball, and I went to for football. I played in third grade, and we don't win so much very games, but we're pretty good.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. As y'all can see, like he's intense, but he's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
But he's a great guy. So, Carlos, are you ready to give the best interview of your life? No pressure, though.
Hmm. Yeah, to a very unique athlete here. Yeah. All right,
Hold on, hold
Jay.
on, hold on. We're not going to gloss over that. What do you mean by unique?
Like plays football, baseball, stays in shape in the summer, and swim team. Like he,
Should I give him a pass on that one, Jace? Did he accept it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Jason. Jay said you're good. All right, all right,
Let's go.
Carlos. You have some questions for Jace, right?
Yes.
All right, go. Let's get in. Let's get into it. Jason's ready. Look at his face.
Yeah,
All intent.
he's ready.
He's ready.
All right, Jace. First question. What inspired you to play baseball?
Okay, so what inspires me to play baseball? My dad, he played when he was little all the way through college. My older brother, he played also. He was played little and all the way through high school. And then when I was little, I used to be at the ballpark, and I grew up in the ballpark.
Grew up in the ballpark. I love it. Who do you idolize your game to?
Derek Jeter, because he plays shortstop and he's a great athlete, and I think he's just really good at the game. He knows the game well. He's a team leader, and I play shortstop. I watch him a lot, and he's very good at the game.
Derek Jeter. Great
Yep.
player.
Yeah, he's not lying though. He is a phenomenal athlete. But
Yes, he is.
one, but the best athlete out there that you should, if you don't know about him, you should study him is Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh yeah, I know him.
That is the only man that I've seen walk down from center field. He walked down a runner at third base from center field. I have never seen that a throw like that before in my life.
Wow. All right. All right. So, what is your favorite memory as a baseball player?
When I was 7 in coach pitch, I hit my first ever home run over the fence in right field, and it was very far away when I hit it.
All right,
Hmm.
Jace. So people don't understand what coach pitch means. Can you explain that to them? What coach pitch
Basically,
is?
coach pitch is that when one of your coaches pitch, and then yeah, so you just pitch the ball to your coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much self-explanatory. Pretty much. Yeah.
All right, Carlos.
Self-explanatory.
All right,
I'm
Carlos.
just. It's
Don't
for
be
our
trying.
viewers, Tony. It's for our viewers.
Don't be trying to undercut my question.
What do you mean? I'm just.
You want to
For our
conduct this interview? I'll
viewers.
leave.
No, 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 no.
I'll leave.
Stay here. Obviously, no, no, no. Stay here. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just saying. All right. What is your strengths as a baseball player?
I know the game really well. I'm a team leader, and I pick everybody up when they strike out, and I just know the game really well.
I love it. What do you do before a game?
I pregame I pregame talk and with my dad, and then I hang out with my teammates in the stands watching the games before our game.
All right. Pretty good. All right. So, how do you describe your batting approach?
So my approach is to balance and look for a pitch. I look for off speed pitches, and then I get my balance down or my timing down on the pitch, and I just see it.
All right. What is your positions on the baseball field and why those positions?
So I play everywhere except for first base because I'm normally I could run very fast. I could do everything.
Like I said backstage, the Travis Hunter of baseball, pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Travis Hunter does everything. You know, plays wide receiver, wide receiver, DB. He's a freak of an athlete. All right, what is your favorite baseball team and why?
So I got two of them. I in college, my favorite baseball team is LSU. Then in the MLB, my favorite team is Yankees. It's because my dad he loved the Yankees for like when it was like all the way from little all the way up, and his dad liked the Yankees. And then when I watch them, I see a bunch of players that are really good on that team, and that just makes me like them.
Yep, Yankees historical franchise, the MLB.
How many pennants do they have?
Sir,
How many pennants do they have?
like they have 28.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
True Yankee fan right there. That's a true Yankee fan. All right. What are your goals as a baseball player?
My goals are to get a lot of hits in the year. When I'm pitching, I get like a lot of strikeouts in this year, and my goal is to be a team leader all year and get everybody hyped up for the games.
Love it. All right. So, what are your hobbies or interests outside the baseball field?
So my hobbies are I like going when my dad's at work and I'm at home alone. He takes me to my grandma's and we go shopping, and that's my favorite thing to do. And I also go to the baseball and go to baseball games like Yankees and LSU. I also like fishing.
Fishing, huh?
Nice.
Yeah.
So, ladies, mm-mm, we got you. We got a shopper here. So what is so? So this kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect you to be a shopper. So so Jace, when you get and your dad is probably gonna have an aneurysm if this happens. But if you get older and you marry a shopper,
Oh
like what is your house gonna look like? Y'all gonna
no.
have shopping? Y'all gonna have bags everywhere?
Yep.
He's gonna walk. Your dad's gonna walk in your house like again. You have five of these. Why you buy another one? Nah.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, what is your go-to store? What is your
uh,
go-to store when you go
I got a
shopping?
lot. Um, I like to go to Target just to look at stuff, and yeah, I got a lot of stores.
A lot. A lot to list. So, Target. All right. So, have you been to Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, yes, sir. I've been to a lot of them. I've been to a lot of Texas Rangers and Astros.
Wow. How is Yankee Stadium, that historical stadium?
That actually it looks very cool. It's has like this little store that has like a bunch of Yankees like jerseys, like toys and stuff. It's very cool.
All right.
Did your dad get a piece of the grass from the original Yankee Stadium,
No.
or did he get one of those seats from the stadium, from the old Yankee Stadium?
No, sir.
No, you guys didn't, man, because that's what they were doing, man. When they built the new Yankee Stadium, and before they tore down the original, they were letting fans come in and take mementos from the stadium. So people were
Really?
out there. Yeah, they were cutting up pieces of the turf, and they were taking seats. They were taking items on the batting. They was taking a bunch of mementos from the old Yankee Stadium. Of course, after they removed all of the team equipment and all that stuff out.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
So that's why I asked that question. I wasn't sure if he went out there and got a piece of the old Yankee Stadium.
All right, Jay. So, what is your
We
favorite?
didn't make it that far, man.
Oh, sorry. My
Like,
bad.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, we didn't hear you.
Yeah. Go. Go.
no,
Um,
I overheard you. I'm sorry. I walked in and the Yankees part. No, we weren't fortunate enough to get a little piece of history there. Wishful thinking though. Maybe one day we can buy it online.
good luck. So they're gonna be selling them in the millions.
Yep.
We might
Yeah.
have to sell our house, but we'll figure it out.
Hold on, alone. All right, Jace. So, what is your favorite type of pitch to hit against?
Ooh, good
Down the
question.
middle.
Wait, what?
Say, repeat that.
Fast, fastball down the middle.
Fastball down the
Mhm.
middle.
What
Yep.
if it's Randy Johnson throwing it?
I would not hit that.
Hit a
Go
mullet
ahead.
too.
That probably run out the box. That's coming with heat.
Like John Crook.
All right, Jay. So, what is your practice slash training schedule like during the week?
Okay, so my practice schedule, this is every single week. So on Mondays, I go to baseball practice. Then Tuesdays, we work out, and then Wednesdays I have another baseball practice. Then Thursdays we have pitching lessons, and then I have another workout. And then on Fridays I do hitting lessons.
Any lessons? All right. What is your biggest achievement as a baseball player?
When I went to All American, so basically All American, it's basically like you get invited to it if you like play like good tournaments and stuff, and then if you get like the MVP of that, then you go to an elite team, and then so I got this little plaque for being MVP because I got a lot of hits, and
Yep.
I got invited to the All American Elite team, and then I got a lot of hits there, and then we won that championship, and there's people from a bunch of places.
Okay.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. So, is there a pregame song you listen to?
I have a lot of songs. I have country. I listen to my dad's songs. I listen to a whole bunch of songs, like just basically just
All
his
right.
songs.
But
All
what's
right.
your
Hmm?
okay? Let me get a little bit more specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What is your your go to walkout song?
So my walk up song is "Hey Ya" but from Outcast.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you're my guy. You're my guy. I can just picturing you walking out to that song, man. You just go out there, go out. You going out there all shiny with your bat, and they say, "Hey, y'all," and you just coming out there just grooving. Like, yeah, I'm about to hit a dinger, or I'm about to hit a bomb right out the park. Y'all be ready. And I can just picture you doing that.
Yep. All right. So, how do you handle being in the slump or in the hole on the baseball field? Like, how do you handle being in the slump?
So if I'm like in a slump and I like strike out a lot, I pop out and I ground out. Then I and there's like 3 outs or something like that. Then I like on the field I refocus and make plays. Like on pitcher's mounds, I strike out to recover to recover my at bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But one thing that I never want to see you ever do, Jace, is go into what we call quicksand. You know what that means?
No sir.
Well, quicksand is when one thing goes wrong and then you let it get to you, and then another thing goes wrong, 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 and then next thing you know, you're in quicksand, and you feel like you're drowning and you can't get out.
You're like
Yeah.
So
football.
Sounds
yeah, so one thing to try to remember is have a short memory out there. Is remember the best hitters 30% of the pitches thrown to them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so just stay positive and just focus on the next one. Like you said, go out there and you about to hit the mound. You're focusing on the mound. It's like, okay, let me strike this dude out so I can feel better.
yes sir.
Yeah, keep that mentality.
Yep. Say, yeah. Yeah. That's it for me for questions. That's it.
Really, Carlos, you're
Okay.
on a roll, man.
Here he goes again.
You can't be doing our VIP like that.
Whoa.
You got to give him more. You got to give him more questions. Look, he's ready. Look, even Jace is like, "That's it, dude."
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Be Ready Sports podcast.
You're
No,
Um,
welcome.
no, we're not done yet.
to be ready, you stay ready, and we're out. Peace.
No, no, no. Stay, stay, stay. Stay.
All right, Carlos.
Yes.
You want to learn a lesson today. I want you to give Jace 5 questions out of the hat that was not on your paper. Go.
What the heck? All right. How did you get into football?
Wait, say that again.
How did you like get into football? Like how did you get like interested in football?
Well, my dad, he also played football in high school. He didn't really play in college because he hurt his shoulder because he was a fullback, and then he ran the ball and accidentally hurt his shoulder by running the ball up the middle. So he got to play at high school, and I go to my school, North. I go to Minnesota, and they have a bunch of football games, and they've won. Well, they almost won. They went to the Superdome and almost won that, and then they're just really fun to watch.
Hmm? Okay. All right. So how did you get into um those positions, quarterback, receiver, like why those positions?
Well, so my quarterback coach, I do. So I used to do in the fall. I did lessons with him, and I kept on throwing the ball and stuff, and it got me me loving quarterbacking. And yeah, and wide receiver, I used to play that at recess. So I said I wanted to try it out at recess. Then I started becoming good at it, and then so I love that too.
All right. Yeah. Recess football is amazing. Yeah.
I think we
School
all
recess.
played that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know. Everybody's played it, of course. All right. So what? Let me see here.
Come on, Carlos. You got
It's
this.
from the top of my head. How did you find this swim team stuff?
So my dad, he also used to do swim team, and then he got me into it because we needed to get in shape for summer for baseball and football just to get like working out basically, and then so we did swim team for 2 summers, and then that became very fun and stuff.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and I won a lot of medals.
All right. Well, like medals for swimming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Uh, that's it for me.
Good job, Carlos.
Yeah. Top of my head.
See, I gotta see. When I'm teaching him, Jace. He wants to be a broadcaster, so he has to be. You have to be able to think on your toes. You
Yeah.
know. So sometimes you have to get off script. Especially when you say something cool, like you like when your favorite hobbies is shopping. He has to be able to learn how to pivot off that. Oh, okay, you like to go into shopping, so does my wife. You guys know each other? So you say stuff like that, and you know, get everybody laughing in
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
mood. You don't have to be all serious and textbook all the time, Carl. I'm gonna get him to
No.
loosen up,
No,
Chase.
I know.
He's learning. He's only been interviewing for this is on his 17th episode. So
Yeah.
how you think he did?
It did good.
All right, you
Thank you,
got
Jace.
Jason's approval.
Yeah.
You got his stamp of approval. It's a good job, Carlos. But Jace, you have a lot of experience in your household. Yeah,
Uh,
your yeah your dad here. He's been coaching for a while.
yes, sir.
So he's been coaching for what, 16 years now, coaching baseball. So you have that. How does so how does that help your confidence knowing that regardless of whatever situation you're in, that you have this you have all that knowledge and experience at your disposal whenever you want it or need it. So how does that help you?
So it helps me by just he I stay confident and I never like back down and I just keep on pushing myself and trying to get better every single day.
That's not that's cool. And is dad
Yeah.
by you? Is dad there?
Yeah, guys, I'm here.
Tell him to do a pop in. So, Mister, we
Hey,
yeah we
guys.
were yeah. I know he didn't expect to be part of the interview. We just had a father son duo in football the other day, so now we have a father
Nice.
son duo here in baseball. Both of you guys have multiple year experience in the sport. For your and your children are phenomenal athletes. So y'all both have that in common. So
Well, hopefully,
what
I
was
can, follow
what
the.
what did you say?
So hopefully, I can follow in the big footsteps of the last podcast.
Every show is unique
Yes.
in its own way. So, but what is your proudest moment? You've been doing this for so long, and now you've been coaching so long. So even before Jason was around, don't get embarrassed, Jace. I'm not trying to embarrass you, but before Jace was around, you've seen a whole bunch of athletes, and then here comes yours out here, just kicking down boundaries, kicking down doors, and just flying out the gate and coming out with all these accomplishments at a young age. What is your proudest moment as his dad? Like, what was the most proudest moment that you have so far in Jace's career?
Well, as a dad, you're right. That is very hard to pinpoint. As you know, at our pre-talk, I was talking about Jackson, his twin brother, and having being a coach on the field and also stepping back and being a father at the same time is a very diverse role. Um, so we're still trying to conquer those. But as a dad, watching these two compete together on the field, watching them pick each other up when when one is having an off day or whatever it may be, that's probably as a dad my best memory so far. I say memory, achievements, I guess, to see how they root each other on, how they pick each other up, and they're each other's biggest fans. So I know I'm doing something right as a dad.
Yep.
They come first for each other and have each other's back in any situation. But with them two, Jayce's podcast, just watching things click. Watching him, his work ethic is something I'm very proud of. He's never satisfied. He's always asking for more. And as long as he wants to do it, I'm there for him. I'm his biggest fan, and I'm just along for the ride, man. It's fun.
Yeah, but there has to be a moment out there that stands out to you that Jace has done so far in his career on that baseball field. What was that one moment that made you? Uh oh. I guess they went in and out.
Yeah.
Well,
Always happens on the show. Don't know why.
no, the the joys of being live. So
Yeah.
one day you would notice that Carlos, when you have your little Carlos running around and he starts playing sports, you're gonna have him on the Be Ready Sports podcast one day.
Okay, they're back. They're back.
Sorry, guys.
And then,
All right.
yeah, I was about to embarrass Carlos.
The one.
I was about to embarrass
Yeah,
Carlos.
we're back.
He's like, thank
We
God you're
saved, we
back.
saved you, Carlos.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Well, okay. So to go back to your question, man, and I'm sorry for a long answer this minute ago, but if you had to pinpoint, I'm gonna pinpoint two things. Of course, his first home run over the fence that he spoke about earlier in the podcast. That was a pretty tearful enjoyment. Oh, it was a bomb. I was pretty pumped up for him. And as a former catcher myself, seeing him play up at age when we're still in the coach pitch year, we played up in live arm with some older kids, and to see him throw out two runners from behind the plate at second base and third base at a young age as a catcher was also a pretty cool experience for me. Seeing him do that.
Cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So like he said, you do it all. You do it all. You hit bombs. You throw people out at the. You throw people out from the catcher's box. You throw them out at the plate. But Jace, let me ask you, what would you rather have? A walk-off home run to win the World Series, or to have a strikeout, to strike somebody, not have a strikeout, but to strike out a batter to win the World Series? What would you rather have?
Good question.
That's hard.
That's
No,
tough.
actually a walk off. I ain't gonna lie. I never had a walk off home run.
It's a walk-off like this. Walk-off, like, boom, right in the Yankee Stadium. That'll be the perfect. That'll be the perfect scenario for you, huh?
Yes,
The
sir.
dropping tanks.
Whether it's for the Yankees or against the Yankees, just hit a walk-off home run in the World Series at Yankee Stadium. That'll be your biggest moment in life, right?
Yes, sir.
How would you celebrate that though? Like if you get a walk-off home run in the World Series in Yankee Stadium, how would you celebrate that?
Oh, shoot. I'll probably go crazy.
We'll play Hey Ya real loud for you.
as he's as he's rounding the bases.
Yeah.
Man, I can like yeah, I can just picture that. You just take your sweet time getting around the bases. Start moonwalking from first to second,
Oh yeah. Got to moonwalk.
and then as you come through third, you have that tunnel of your teammate just welcome you on to home plate, and then they just dogpile you when you after you score, and that's gotta be that's gotta be a killer moment there, and I want that for you though, man. I want that for
Me
you,
too.
and when that happens, I'll probably be close to my 60s, but we'll pull up this episode and we say, yeah, we put that in the atmosphere for you.
All for
Then
Coach T.
then I'm gonna call you.
Yep.
You did it, boy. You
It
did
is.
it. You hit that walk off in Yankee Stadium to win the World Series. You did it. And he'll probably be like, huh? Who are you? No, I'm just kidding. How'd you get my number? No.
It's ghosting.
Just ghost me. No, I'm just
Yep.
kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, we have some astounding footage here that blew Carlos's mind when he saw it. He couldn't believe it. And because I told him, like, yeah, I told him that you are more prepared than any guest that we've had yesterday. And I said, he has the most footage. He was like, how much do you have? I said, well, he has 12 pictures and 28 clips. And he almost lost his mind.
Hey, shout out to Mom for all the videos. She does a good job.
Shout out to moms. Shout out to
Shout
mom.
out
Well,
to
shout out to
Mom.
both of you guys, man. He couldn't accomplish all this without you guys' support.
Well, that's what we're here for, man. We enjoy it. We love it.
Yeah, yeah. We have our mushy moments on the show, Jace. I forgot to warn you about that. We have our mushy moments on here. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through these clips, well, these pictures, and then you just give us the backstory behind it. Okay?
Okay.
You ready for the first one?
Yes, sir.
All righty. So here you are at the New Year's Baseball Fest in Panama City Beach. Well, I'm kind of giving it away the backstory, right?
Yup.
So what's the story behind this picture?
That was when we first came to the tournament to say all of our players for my elite baseball team. That's when we first came there, and then yep,
Okay, and who's that in the
Yep.
picture with you?
my brother Jax.
Oh, and which one is which? I'm
we,
kidding.
we get that question a lot.
I'm kidding. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say, chat?
Oh man, well as you can see, wearing hoodies, man. It was not your baseball weather the first day, but the rest of the week, it was beautiful there. Panama City was great.
Okay. Have you guys been to Cooperstown yet? Up in upstate New York?
We have not. The coach that we were blessed with for the baseball elite fest there in Panama City asked Jayce to be a part of the Cooperstown team this next year. So hopefully that works out, and we're definitely looking forward to go. Man, it'll be a great experience.
Okay, so I'll save my Cooperstown stories after you guys go, and then we'll bring you.
We'll do another podcast.
Yeah, we'll bring you back on the show,
Yeah.
and now we're going to talk
Deal.
about your Cooperstown experience. Because if I tell you about it, it'll sound like a foreign language right now. All right, and here we have you playing the toughest position in sports, catcher. So tell us a story about this. Like, what game is this, and who you're playing, if you remember.
They lead as they lead Panama City.
Oh, I was catching for the All American Elite team. That was can't remember which game was it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember. As Jay said earlier on the Elite Series, he got a chance to play with kids from all over the U.S. And so it was a pretty cool experience of him catching pitchers that he's never caught before. So he had to, dial in and get to know his pitchers. What's their best pitches? How they break? Kind of get the flow of the game with them too. So it was pretty cool.
And audience, man, you guys could engage with Jayce today. You guys are being super quiet today. He wants to hear from his fans too. So guys, come on, get on the chat. Type your questions for Jayce as we go along. So Jayce, so Jayce know that you guys are there. Yeah, your fans are being super quiet today, Jayce.
Good morning, fans. Wake up.
Yeah, wake up, get on. All right. So this looks like you were hitting something out of the park. So tell us about this one.
So that was when I hit to left center. It was almost out, but it hit the ground between the left fielder and the center fielder, and that's when I got a single on that.
I think I had a double on that one.
Yeah, double or single.
Yeah, I think that right there was the first game of the weekend or the week.
So this is all that Panama City?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll go with a triple. How's that? We'll go with a triple.
I like it.
And so here, it's another time at bat. Same game. Same tournament.
No, I can't remember. I think it was right field when I hit that. I can't really remember.
One thing I
Let's see.
one thing I do know is when that
Yeah, I
front leg
can't.
comes up, when that front leg comes up like that, you're about to knock the snot out of this ball. That's one thing I know.
Yep, that's gonna be
Yeah, I was
out of
trying to go.
Yeah, you was
Yeah, that's
trying
what I was
to
trying to.
you trying to hit that ball out of space. Okay, and looks like here you're well, this is the same one that was on the thumbnail, but looks like you're getting ready to get up at bat. Um, which game is this or tournament?
Let's, that's like the.
So our screen on our side is a little smaller, man. That's also a baseball youth elite in Florida. Yep, that was
That was like the second game.
the second or third day. I can tell by his socks. But
there.
yeah, man, we shed the hoodie off. You wearing short sleeves there. That's when the weather started getting right.
Baseball
Yep,
weather.
Yep.
baseball weather, baby. We wish we had more of that in Louisiana. It's been a wet year over here.
Would you notice something that Jace and your brother has in common, Carlos?
What?
Look at his socks, and what did your brother used to wear when he was 11 when he used to play basketball?
Yeah. 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 Those type.
Yeah, they like to wear the fancy colors.
Yeah.
To be noticed when they come to the game. So I see that y'all two have that in common. So is that going that's going to that should always be your trend even when you get older. Because when you guys get older, you don't think it's cool anymore. But you guys got it. But Jace, you got to keep that tradition going. You got to wear the
I,
colorful socks all the way into when you get into the majors.
Man, we got socks and sleeves and necklaces for days, man. He's got it covered.
Who knows? You might start your own line.
He would.
Little kids want to be like, oh, I want the Jayce Spears socks. All right, I see you have the cross tape.
yeah, that was during the pregame before our uh games on. Let's see, they got Saturday or Sunday. I cannot remember.
Yeah, it was a little cage time before the game, get loosened up and get ready to rock.
Okay, so what did Dad tell you for you to have that humongous smile on your face?
uh, well, I was excited that we're getting warmed up. I get to see all my teammates. And I just like hitting. So I was like basically excited to hit in the cage.
You hear that? You hear that, Carlos? He just like hitting.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
He just like hitting. Have you ever shotgunned a pitcher before?
No sir.
What you mean?
When shotgun the pitch. Well, that's what we used to call it when we were really younger. But when you hit, but it goes right at the pitcher.
Oh yeah.
When to make them
Yeah.
duck,
Oh
It's
yeah,
what
I hit it
When
like
you
that.
hit,
you hit it right at you hit it in line drive right at them and make them duck.
Yeah, you did a couple of tournaments ago. Yep, you sure did. Well, the pitcher is at this particular time that Jayce hit it back at him. He's about my size. The kid was humongous, so I'm surprised he didn't catch it. But yeah, he did a couple of tournaments ago. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that's got to be the scariest moment as a pitcher, though. That ball
Yep.
coming
No
right
doubt.
at you, right at you, at 150 miles an hour.
Yes, that's scary.
Shoot, you did that at shortstop the other day, or last tournament. Got one hit, so you had no chance, had no choice but to catch it.
Hmm.
Oh, somebody hit one right at you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You know that's what.
we had a situation in the game to where I had to bring the infield in, um, to play at home, and had a kid up there. It was the wrong kid in the lineup that I need to bring the infield in. So it is what it is. Here we go. And I'm talking about contact and then glove. It was, if you blink your eye, you're gonna get smoked with the baseball. And
Ooh,
Jason, thank God he was there. But it was pretty hard hit.
ooh, that's why you work on that
Mm.
coordination.
Yes,
You
I
got a
didn't see it.
rebound. Do
I
you
didn't
have a
see it, but I'm
rebounder?
old.
Hmm.
Do you use a rebounder, Jace?
No, sir.
You used to have one. Remember the little red net? You can throw the ball and come back to you.
Mhm.
Yeah, we used to have one, man, but our dog at the time, he liked it a little bit better than we did. So
Oh man, he chewed it up. All right. Hope. Well, you said it's a little smaller on your screen, so I hope you can see this one. This is kind of like a collection. How much does that equipment weigh, Jace? All that catcher's equipment.
Sure, not that heavy. It was like it's like barely heavy, but when it's heavy and like the hotness, it's when you get tired, yeah, it's pretty heavy. But it's not that heavy.
all the
I
sweat.
think
Yeah.
that stuff looked like it weighs 100 pounds. You, you look like RoboCop right there. But I know all that equipment is necessary. So I know this is a collection. Shout out to mom for putting this together. So um, which tournament or event was this? Now, what's the story behind
that
these
was
shots?
that was at Florida.
All the same one, Panama City.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got any questions on this, Carlos? She's like, nope.
Nah.
As you can see, all the Florida pictures, we had a good time in Florida.
Oh yeah. It's a paradise when you come see it when you come here.
Man,
Yep.
But
sometimes it's
until it
hard to go
starts
back
raining,
home.
yeah, until it starts raining. So who's this with you?
He's one of our coaches for our baseball elite team, and that's when we won the championship there. For that,
Nice. And who got to keep that cool trophy?
I think he did. I can't remember.
Uh,
But it looks like you got a nice little ring right there.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I ain't gonna lie, it's really big.
How heavy was that ring? Because some of them rings be ridiculously heavy.
It's probably like the heaviest one I got.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty big. They did a good job of it.
oh
It was
yeah,
good made.
you're gonna get plenty of those. Wait till you get a World Series ring.
We might have to call Coach up so we can borrow that trophy for a weekend.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice. That's a nice trophy.
Yeah.
It is, man. Let's see if we get share custody.
Share custody.
Share custody.
Just go to court and get a shared custody.
That's right, man. We need to make a phone call.
Jace. No, you can't do that, Jace. We're nowhere near finished. You can't do that, Jace. All right. So this is the same tournament. I'm guessing in Panama City, right?
Yes, sir.
Was this just a media shot, or did they put this together for you?
Well, they had this little package where it had like a big picture of our whole team. Then we had like a multiple like little pictures of me on there, and I think that's one of the little ones.
Okay, it's pretty cool though. When there's your signature grin, he's gonna put that on his baseball card, and he's gonna sell smiles $100 a piece. All right.
Oh yeah, that
And
when I came back from school and I got that bat. It was I think it just came out and the colors on it and stuff. It just it was so cool. It was we went to go hit in the cage with it, and I was so excited when I got that.
nice. Were you hitting 13? Were you hitting 13 runs in the game with that thing?
I mean, not really, but I've been hitting a lot of line drives.
Okay. No, I guess the Dodgers. I'm Dodgers. Wow, they're talking about me now. As you guys know, before the show came on, I know you heard me say that how they beat the Rockies yesterday, 13-1, and then Carlos tried to downplay it. So they're the worst team in the league.
Mhm.
You want to get your revenge on them, Jace? You want to set them straight?
Wait,
Okay.
what the
You wanna-
Yankees game? Yankees and the Rockies?
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to set Carlos straight on that, Jace? Tell him don't be downplaying your victories.
Hey,
Yeah.
a win's a win, big dog.
Yeah, I went to win.
That's
Beat him
true.
by 12 runs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Ask him how his Heat fared in the playoffs.
Oh,
Ooh, shots
Oh
fired.
man,
okay. That's for
Oh, shots fired. No, I'm just kidding. Don't
that.
do that. Don't
That's
do
for
that. Don't do that. I'm not trying. Nah. I'm not trying to have him relive those. He already did his whole rant on here
yeah.
already. Check out episode 3. He did his rant.
Yep. Me and Coach C.
All right. Last picture. I know we can do this all day, but last picture. You ready? I think this is the coolest one of all of them. You ready to see why?
Yes, sir.
Bam! That is the coolest picture of them all, and I saved it for last.
my crew. That was the first tournament this spring we played in the Dallas, Texas area, and we correlated that whole tournament, guys, with the LSU. Well, it's actually the collegiate tournament in Frisco, Texas, and LSU was playing, and our entire team went to watch LSU play at Frisco down the street from where our team played as well, man. So we had a very successful tournament, played some really good teams, great competition, and got to watch the Tigers play.
That's amazing.
Oh man, we had a great weekend. That's fun.
Amazing. But the reason why this is my favorite is for 2 reasons. It looks like JC been cloned in this picture, and those uniforms are sick.
We're gonna look good, man.
Yeah, you look. I always say, what was my saying, Carlos?
I forgot.
He used to play. He used to play for me, man.
Yeah, I know, but like that was a long time ago.
Look good, play good.
Oh yeah, look good, play good, pay good.
I
I
didn't say
like.
all that. Yeah, I like how you added that on.
Yeah, this is Coach Deion Sanders saying.
So don't tell me, Jace. Don't tell me. Looking at you, looking at the screen, you are the one that is holding the sandwich.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got it right. I got it right. I love when I have twins on my team because I tell the parents all the time, don't tell me who is which. I'll figure it out, and they let me figure it out.
You can bet anytime you see the twins anywhere at the ball field, they will have some kind of food in their hands, dude. Like essentially saying, "It's love to see us come to ballparks."
You just gotta have your snacks, Jace.
Sir?
You just gotta have your snacks, Jace. You need that for energy, right? Tell Dad you need it for energy.
Yep.
Their excuse is always, "I'm growing, Daddy. I'm growing."
They all use that excuse.
I still use it. I'm 46. I still use that excuse.
When's your birthday, Chad?
July.
July. Oh, so it's coming up.
It's coming up, man. I quit having birthdays after 40.
Same here, but mine is coming
Yep.
up too. Only reason why I keep track of it now is because um, Mr. Mason, the other father-son duo, when I coached him in football, he stole my birthday. We have the same birthday,
Nice.
so we go back and forth with it. You'll see it on the show if you watch it, rewatch it. I had to let him know, like, this is my birthday, not yours. I was born. I was born. Have you ever had a kid, coached a kid that had your same birthday?
I coached a few kids that've been around my birthday, but not actually on it. Yeah, but we always told each other July players are the best anyway. You know,
Oh, here
we'll
we
do
go.
October too though.
Here we go. We all know. We all know August is the best. Well,
August. Hey
yeah,
man,
All
it's
August
right.
is
still
the best.
love.
All right.
August is the best. Carlos, you're close. It's September.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's in late September.
So Jace, when is yours? Yeah, we're discussing birthdays right now on the Be Ready Sports podcast.
Mine's October 15th.
October 15th. Oh, so you guys might be the same. What you call it? I don't believe in it. I don't do that zodiac sign stuff, but y'all might be the same because y'all have the same demeanor. You and Carlos, y'all have the same demeanor. Y'all just have that chill demeanor. Like, yeah, like the font, like the fawns. They're like, yeah.
Pretty much.
They're
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm more of the, I'm more of the firecracker, and and I don't know which one are you. Late July?
19th.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not there yet. Yeah, he's not a lion. He's not there. He's not there. He missed it by a couple days.
Oh.
He missed it by 2 days. Like no, 4 days.
4 days.
He missed it by 4 days. But
I'm a,
Jason, Jason Carlos have the same sign, and they're just more chill and I'll destroy you on the court type and on the field type thing. Tell him about your before we get into his footage. Tell him about your enforcer name.
Yeah, so I got that name when I was in my first travel team. I would always dive for balls, like for basketballs. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, basketballs. Yeah, so I would always dive for loose balls. So, and my coach gave me the nickname Enforcer. Like he gave me the nickname Enforcer, and I just put the D in front of it for defense because I like defense, and yeah, the Enforcer.
nice.
Yep,
And doesn't Jace look like an enforcer? Look at his face.
he does.
You know,
Look,
honestly, he's saying something about laid back, like Carlos. It's one thing I always tell coaches about him is, which is a great trait. There, nothing's too big, no matter the situation on the field, football or baseball. I'm like, I look at something like this is a big moment. He just looks chill as can be, and that's a great trait to have. So it's pretty cool seeing that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Carlos's brother though, total opposite.
Yeah.
You know when he's in the building.
Yep.
Get it out, man.
All right, Jason's like, quit embarrassing me. Let's show the quit embarrassing me, quit embarrassing Carlos. Show my highlights, man. That's what his facial expression is saying right now, with his arms crossed. He's like, man, show my highlights, dude. You ready for the first? You ready for your first highlight?
He's probably hungry, man.
He said he's probably hungry. Hey, I'm with you. I'm starting to get hungry too. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna rush through your episode though. No, I'm gonna give you the same courtesy I give everyone else. But let's. I think Dad's the one that's hungry, Jace. Look at him. I think he's the one that's hungry. Look at him. I think that's why
Always.
he brought food up. He's the one that's hungry. Tell him, say, chill out, chill, man. We got a few more minutes. Chill and watch the clips. Tell him.
Glitched out.
He told him, and Dad gave him a friendly tap on the shoulder, like, "No, you chill." All right, Jace. Here we go. Here's the first one. It's about 19 seconds long.
They got one on the way. We ain't got to make a special trip.
Yeah.
Uh oh. We lost Carlos.
Oh, there we go. Finally. My gosh.
We lost Carlos. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, thank God this time. Okay.
What happened, Carlos?
Don't know. The thing just turned off again.
Jace hit that. Jace hit that ball so hard, man, it knocked your
Yeah.
camera out of focus.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I heard that metal bat. Like I heard that. Oof.
Bing!
That's a new-
Yeah,
That bing. Yep. Yeah, those metal bats.
we didn't hear you on chat.
That's that new bat that he showed a picture of.
Oh yeah, the one that the one that he couldn't wait to the one you couldn't wait to hit in.
There it is.
Those?
There it is.
He bought that
There
bat
it
with his
is.
own money. That makes it even better.
Oh man.
Oh,
You're the
no,
man. You're selling those colorful socks, man. Tell them.
That's right.
Selling those socks and those smiles. You're selling those smiles, $100 a piece. You're able to get those $400 bats. No, so we heard your biggest cheerleader. I know that's Mom. I know a mom's voice when I hear it. I've been doing this for far too long. So, tell us a little bit about that clip. Looked like you hit a double. I think that was. It sounds like one of the ones you were talking about earlier, but we just saw it in action. You want me to play it again?
Sure.
Okay, let's play it again. Carlos, hold your camera.
Okay.
They got one on the way. We ain't got to make a special trip.
Man, love that sound, don't you, Jayce?
Yes, sir.
Bing! Oh, your camera. You didn't knock his camera out though.
Yeah, finally.
You gotta play it again until you knock his camera out. No, I'm just kidding. So tell us about that moment, Jayce.
That was that on Saturday or Sunday?
That was on a Saturday.
That was our
Yep.
Saturday. I hit it to it looked like I hit it to kind of the same one that I was talking about earlier in Florida. I hit it to I hit it.
Right center.
Yeah, right center, and it was pretty. It looked like it was pretty hit hard.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's like when Carlos shoots the ball, all he wants to hear is the sound of that net.
Swish. Yeah.
When you swing at a pitch, that's all you want to hear is that ding. We got to get that sound effect on here. I got to figure out a way to get that sound effect on the show. So when everybody says a cool moment, we just hear Jayce's bat cracking a baseball. Ding. And then every time say shout out to Jayce. Just don't charge us for every time we play the sound. He's gonna be like, hey, $5.
$5 for every bell.
$5 for every ding, coach. $5 a bill. $5. Cough up the money.
Yeah, what's in the contract? We'll figure it out.
Look, Jason's not playing. Look, he got his arms folded and he's not playing. He's like, no, nah, dude. No, all jokes aside, bro. Here's my sound effect, bro. Run that money. Now you ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here- There's that sound again.
That
So you
was
hit. No, go ahead.
that was in Ruston, and I hit that up the middle. That was a big pitcher. He was throwing gas. I was like the only one that got a hit off of him.
Yeah, that kid was very good pitcher. He was his velocity was pretty high up there for our age group, and Jayce got on him pretty good. So it was a good at bat.
How
Matter
you
of fact,
feel
I think he got the lead hit of that game.
Except for Cody. Well, Cody didn't get it hit off of him.
So how's it feel to be the only one to get a hit off of that monster?
I just felt I felt good because usually I like on fast pitches like that I can't really I have to like load back like early so I can actually hit the ball and I can't do it late and I actually got it right there.
Cool beans. Cool beans. That means when you get to the batting cage, you got to turn up that velocity. Make yourself uncomfortable at practice, so games will be easy.
Yes, sir.
That's what I would. That's what I would do if I was your hitting coach. Like we're gonna turn up the velocity today, man. We're gonna get you used to hitting fast pitches. Strike out in the batting box, so you don't strike out. Strike out on the weekends.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
That's right.
All right, Jayce. You got any big brother advice for Jayce on that, Carlos?
That was a pretty good hit. That was a pretty good hit, and once again, that ding noise back. Yep.
He usually goes into his big brother moments on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised he hasn't done it on this episode yet.
I will.
But it's still young.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next one. It's about 4 seconds long.
Forward.
That was you in the batting cage.
Yeah, that was I was at sitting
Centenary. Yeah, that's kind of hard word to say.
that was when I had my other hitting coach. I was in the cages with him.
Okay, so this one is the one I'm going to strip the sound and we're going to use it on the show. He's going to sound just like this.
Forward.
Every time you hear that, you're going to like shout out to Jayce.
$5.
He said $5.
Forward.
No, that's a cool sound. I don't know why people go to wooden bats.
I love wood bat too, but yeah, so that's a pretty loud bat we got.
Yeah. Well, these next three are short as well. But this one's only a couple seconds long. It's gonna be really quick. So I'm gonna play it real quick, and then you'll tell me what's going on here, Jayce. See, told you it was really quick.
That was it was this thing called it's basically like a practice. This like say that word.
Fungo Man.
Yeah, Fungo Man is basically like a practice thing for teams, and that was when I filled a ground ball backhand, or no, it was a slow roller, and I fielded it.
Yeah.
So that was more like that was more at a practice or a workout.
It was a practice.
Yeah. Yeah, we do indoor Fungo Man type stuff like that. Come back off the winter break, just get our bodies back being athletic and get back into motion, and and the guys that run that they do a fantastic job of getting us back in shape.
Okay, shout.
Yeah.
You gonna give your first shout out on the show, Jace?
Coach Taylor,
Go on, shout out your coach.
shout out Coach Taylor Love for Fungo Man.
Mhm.
You gotta say it though, Jace. So would it be official?
Shout out Taylor Love.
There you go. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
We only got two more clips. This next one, this was about 3 seconds long as well. So here we go.
That was at the same place. That was just like a regular ground ball.
And like you threw it at it's on you either threw it at a net or
It was at
a rebounder.
little like target thing.
They could target. Makes sense. Makes sense. And you ready for the final clip?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Nice. So that's how you guys get those double plays in, man. And you guys, that's how you guys get those double plays down.
Yes,
We
sir.
just told your secret. No, I'm just kidding. No, that was pretty. That was pretty cool. That was at the same. That was at the same location.
Yes, sir.
Same event. Okay. Well, Jace, I'm upset at your audience. They haven't said nothing the whole episode.
Dang.
Yeah, you would have saw the comments too. So I'm pretty upset about the this is the yeah. That's weird, huh? Right, Carlos?
Yeah.
They usually be over here um flooding us with comments. Nobody said anything. So when we get done, I'm gonna have to blast everyone for not commenting on your episode.
Well, it's a holiday weekend, man. Everybody's
So
out.
what? So what? Jace is on. They need to. Jace is on. They need to come on and with him and show Jace the love that he deserves.
We had a good time.
Yep. It's about having fun, Tony.
So hey, $200 a smile now.
I like
$200
that.
a smile.
Charts.
Yeah, man. That hey, that smile is gonna be worth. That smile is gonna be worth millions.
Hmm.
That's his trademark. That's his trademark.
Yep, that is.
That's his trademark. His smile. See how big it is? Watch. Do it again. See? Look at that big smile. Like, he's like, man, coach, you're embarrassing me, dude. All right, I'm gonna stop embarrassing you on the show. Well, Jace, we learned so much about you, man. You have a lot of accomplishments for an 11-year-old, man. So what's next?
Get more.
He's like,
Simple, straight to the point.
of course you're going to get more, but what's next? Like, what's your next goal? Like, what you want to accomplish next?
Shoot. Just be an MLB and play baseball player and get to the big leagues.
Yeah, the bigs. Get to the bigs. Before I let you go, I don't know if Carlos knows. Carlos doesn't really know this, but um, on my academy, the person that I run it with, he's a big baseball guy, and I wish I could have got him on here to help with the interview, man, because his kid Nate, Aneva, is a solid baseball player too. He's a little older than you. He's going into 8th grade this year, but he hits bombs as well. But his little ones are coming up behind him, so he's been doing baseball just about as long as you, Chad. So, but
Nice.
I've been coaching for so long, and the only at the athletes that I've noticed that when they come play basketball, they have the highest IQ, understanding, and very technical are baseball players. So I learned over the years to fall in love with baseball players, and they're my favorite athletes.
Well, if you've probably seen this before, but it's there's a saying that you put a baseball player in any sport, they'll be successful, and I'm a firm believer with that, man.
That's the biggest battle right now. Um, I'm gonna let you. The show's almost over, Jace. Don't fall asleep on me.
No, I think I think he's ready to go back fishing.
Yeah, no, he almost got it. He was about to get up.
We
Um,
saw Big Brother walk by, and you know all the tackle. He's ready to go see if we can catch, man. But no, we're good, man. Having a great time.
I would say he's gonna be the first one to leave mid show, right? He'll be the first.
Yeah.
He was like, thank you, coach.
Yeah.
It's been real." He did the stretch, that the full stretch when you're at Thanksgiving dinner. He did the full stretch.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
yeah.
all right, it's time to go. Nah, but yeah, that's a battle. uh, you know. But I always tell that to people that don't respect baseball players, thinking that they're not real athletes because they're not jumping high, but they don't understand, like, there's a lot that goes into your sport. So one last serious question that I have to get ask you, Jace and Chad. I would like both of you guys' opinion on it, and but Jace, I want you to go first. What do you have to say to individuals that don't really respect baseball players as pure athletes?
um. Well, if they don't, then I'm just gonna say I don't really know. I actually don't know.
One thing I love about kids, they're honest.
They're very honest.
Yeah.
They're very honest. They don't sugarcoat nothing. All right, Chad. The same question. What would be your response? Same question.
For players outside the sport that don't respect baseball players for the game,
Now, they don't. No, they don't. They don't think they're real athletes.
athletes.
Yeah.
Man, I could talk to you about this for a while, and I'll probably make a lot of your people mad for saying truths. But playing the game for a long time, being around for a long time, and again, we are a multi-sport family. So anybody that's feel like we're not athletic as baseball players, come play us. We'll come play your sport, and come play my guys in our sport.
Calling him out.
Just right to the point. Like, hey,
Hey man, anybody can shoot a basketball, right, Carlos?
Yeah. Well, you.
Carlos might disagree on that one because we see a lot of you get to go to some of these tournaments, and there's some people don't need to be shooting that basketball at all.
Literally, people like shooting like this. Literally.
That was just for fun. That was just for fun, man. There's special athletes that play every sport, man. It's just you know, athletes are just a special breed, and we respect all the sports. It's fun seeing these kids succeed and find what they love and continue to build to get better at what they want to do. But as far as baseball being athletes, we see some incredible stuff in that baseball diamond.
Well, I can what I'll tell them is if some when I hear that foolishness coming from these teenagers, well, you don't hear it not too much in this generation, but you know, before you used to hear that a lot. Like the kids that I run into now a little bit more respectful of their sport and other athletes. So that I like, but it's and also that being around the right athletes too,
Yeah.
and not being around the sorry, I just keep it a bunt trash athletes that like to put down other people's sport. And I'll tell them the same thing as you do. Try it. I said if you don't think you don't think there's you don't have to be athletic to catch a grounder on the move and hit first base or second base on target. You don't think that don't take that's not athletic? Let me see you try it. That's how I tell them. And it's like I've seen it firsthand though. I've taken baseball players, put them on the court, and they did not struggle.
They're going to compete.
Sure,
And
sure they may not be doing the fancy moves and all that because they don't play basketball as much, but they're hitting their jump shot. They're making the right reads. They're making the right play. Um, and they're getting the job done, and they're playing sound defense on these guys that's supposed to be more athletic than them. So you can't be you can't diss another person's sport, especially if you don't never experienced it. Like
Yes.
there's no one way to be an athlete. Like to me, the hardest sports, and this is just my opinion, outside of baseball, is tennis and soccer.
Hmm.
It takes a lot of tennis takes a lot of conditioning and coordination.
Yes.
Baseball takes baseball takes a lot out of your body, so you have to be very very conditioned. You have to make split. You have to make technical decisions in a fraction of a second. Otherwise, that ball is going right by you, and then you're out here, and that's the only sport where you're out there by yourself trying to maneuver a defense of nine other guys by yourself, and you have a fraction of a second to make a split decision. I mean, that's not easy to do. But to see somebody 7, 8, 9, 10 years old able to, and 11 years old, they're to do that at a high level, it's something that needs to be praised and to be accomplished because you know, base, that's not easy to do at a young age.
Well,
Yeah.
Deion Sanders, you can see it anywhere on any outlet. They interviewed him. This is years ago. What's the hardest thing to do in any sport? And he said, hit a baseball.
He's not lying.
That's it.
That
Man,
he's not lying. You can
that's
teach anybody to field a grounder. You can teach anybody to throw it, but to hit a baseball coming at you at that speed, and we're adults. It's coming at us 90, 95, 100 miles an hour though.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Second, man. Yeah, absolutely.
but it's the same thing for them. A 70-mile-per-hour pitch at a what's the dimensions on a little league field? The mountain's a little bit closer, so that's like it coming at you at 110 miles an hour.
Oh yeah,
So
it gets pretty quick.
yeah, so for them to yeah, it's a split decision. So he's not lying. That's the hardest thing to do. Can you
Yeah.
hit a baseball, Carlos?
Can I? Hmm. It's harder than most people think. I'll say that, but
But he did. He
probably
he has
Uh,
he has cousins that play baseball,
yeah, yeah. And I got two
and
cousins that play baseball.
um, at his high school, they go to the same high school, and they've been playing baseball all their lives.
Yeah,
So, so he got to experience firsthand what it's like going to a baseball camp
yeah,
and what you guys go through. So he knows what you guys go through firsthand.
yeah.
But Carlos,
Yes,
I I love talking to Jayce and Chad,
yes.
but it's Memorial Day weekend. They're at the lake.
Hmm.
They want to continue. They want to get back out there to fishing. So let's let these fine gentlemen get back to fishing.
All right.
But
We'll see him some fish, man. We'll mail it to you.
All right. For sure. For sure.
make sure it's filleted first.
Trust you, I got you covered, man. Got you covered.
All right, Jace. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm pissed off at your audience, but um, we got to do this again. Okay, we're gonna do this again very soon,
We'd
and
love to.
and then when you're home and you can drag that crazy funny dude that lives next to you.
Come on,
You
Trip.
know you know who I'm talking about. You know who
we
I'm
do,
talking about.
we'll do a double podcast. We get Trip over.
Yeah, drag him. We're gonna drag him on. We're gonna drag that crazy dude on.
Dude, he's
But
before he's running through my yard barefooted. That's any second, man. We can get him on there.
yeah, I've talked to that. I've talked to that kid, man. He's something else. He's something else, man. I
That's
thought I heard
homie.
learned heard it all from. I thought I heard it all from the kids in my family when I was growing up. Jeez Louise, Trip is another level. His name fits him.
I was about to say, perfect name for that kid, man.
Perfect
We
name
love
for that kid, man. Carlos
that's all
hasn't
good.
Carlos hasn't had the trip experience yet. But once you
Oh,
have that trip experience, you'll never forget it.
Triple take over your podcast in a heartbeat.
All right.
Nah, he will. He'll take over the questions. He's like, okay, so Jayce, man, yeah. If he was on, he'd be like, okay, Jayce, we'll be just sitting here just watching. Like, okay, Trip.
Yeah.
Facts.
Nah, but he's a good kid, man. Dude's hilarious. Dude's hilarious. I reached out to him because he's the only one that did that bucket challenge by jumping into a trash can full of ice cold water. And I was like, this dude is crazy.
My gosh.
Yeah, he jumped in. Like normally when you go into an ice bath, you ease yourself in there.
Yeah.
This dude jumped in there.
Wow.
I'm like, dude,
Like, what is he doing?
like, but we're gonna have to do this again. Um, like I said, I normally take calls around now, but no one said anything through the whole episode. So that's why I said we're gonna do this again, and we're gonna do it the right way. Have your audience in here, okay? So we're gonna do Jayce Spears Part 2. And okay, yes, Carlos, we're gonna do Part 2 with your brother. Jeez, don't get mad at me.
I would do part 2 with all of our guests. How about that?
I, I don't want to piss. I can't piss off my co-host. But we're gonna do Part 2. But I'm gonna let you guys get back to your Memorial Day weekend. I do thank you for coming on. In the middle of your vacation, as I would call it. I wish I was there with you because I haven't been fishing in a long time. So if you would have told me beforehand about a week ago, I would have dragged my tail. This has been the first time the Be Ready Sports podcast would have been mobile, and we'd have been sitting across from each other.
At the lake, man, on the water.
Yep, live.
There
I'd
you go.
drag Carlos with me.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, if we're going mobile, you're coming too, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, man, forget that. F that junk. You coming with us?
All right.
All right. So what we're gonna do, Jayce, is Carlos is gonna count us out. And then we're gonna say the slogan of the show. What's the slogan of the show, Jayce?
I don't know.
Should I get him? Should I get him, Carlos? Should I get him? We're live still. Should I get him?
Yeah, no, we're live right now.
Should I get him?
Nah.
Because I told him before we went on, came out here.
No. I'm
That's
just
that
telling.
big
Just
brother. See, that's that big brother. He's being all protective. He's protecting you, Jayce.
telling.
He's protecting you from the bad hosts. No, but what we're gonna do is I'll say to be ready, and then you say the slogan. You stay ready. Okay, that's gonna be on a T-shirt. All right. So Carlos is gonna count us out, and I'm gonna say to be ready, and then you say,
Stay ready. Stay ready.
"Oh no, man, this is the no. You got to be live when you say that." I guess he doesn't want to go fishing that bad. 'Cause-
Hit us
No,
up, Carlos.
we,
You
we
ready?
don't we
Hit
don't
us
leave
up.
we don't leave the show on. We got to leave the show on the hyper. We got to leave the show
Well,
on the positive
Let's
note.
together. Let's roll. Let's get it.
Are
Let's
you
get it.
ready?
That's ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
All right, to be ready.
Stay ready.
And we out.
Yeah, we out.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let the stream in first.